courtesy, of course, of Racecam. They pass the Seaton Capri, the father and son combination of Barry Seaton, one of the most experienced drivers in this race, and son Glenn Seaton. Looking at the wheel. Turning back around as we follow this group of cars up to the top of the mountain. And we'll study the lines by Fury over this part of the course. Picking up on George Fury, dicing here with the Weakston Harrington, the second STP car, number 14.
A bit hard to pick, isn't it? That and Grice's car, they're like peas in a pod.
They certainly are. Little Nissan Turbo running beautifully now. As Evan mentioned before, a gearbox problem put them into the pits for a number of laps. But George Fury's back out in the racetrack and starting to hound a lot of these V8 drivers.
Because there are two Nissan Turbos in the race, identical, out of the same team as well. And if you don't pick the number right off, you can't tell the difference between them. Moffat's got two Mazdas in the race, identical. You can't pick the difference between them. The dealer team Commodores, well, 05's out of it now, but by gee, they're almost identical anyway. It can be pretty hard to keep track. Thank heavens for Texas Instruments and the Win scoreboard.
Yes, they certainly make the covering of this race a lot easier.
Just trying to work out who some of the people are, with a number of fathers and sons, husbands and wives, and brothers in the race also.
George Fury down through the gears.
You can see how it's done at breakneck speed across the top of Mount Panorama.
George busy at work in the Nissan Turbo. Good on you, George. George is relaxing a little bit there, just flexing the fingers.
Yeah, he must have the radio on. He's tapping his hand on the wheel. Singing to himself, I guess.
Follow George down Conrod Straight. There's Terry Finnegan and the Leeds car, number 10. It's also running a little back in the pack. Signals going out here to some of the drivers, and only a couple of laps away from the anticipated pit stop by Alan Grice.
The other STP car's back in the pits again. The Harrington car, this is about the third or fourth time that it's been in, so I don't think they're going to be terribly competitive in the race from here on. Racecam in the number 15 Nissan Bluebird with George Fury at the wheel, and I know he's pretty busy, but we might endeavour to get a word with George Fury if he can hear us. George Fury, can you hear us? I would think not. You can hear the high-pitched whine in the car there, and obviously some outside interference preventing an audio link, but the pictures are there and you can see them for yourselves.
Okay, so much for the run through the top part of the mountain as we come on to Conrod Straight. There's still plenty of interest left in this race with Alan Grice due in shortly for a pit stop, and Alan Moffat still on the move. We'll take a break, then return live to Mount Panorama.